Okay, real talk. Before we get into anything too deep today, how many of you will set boundaries with that lady on your job, even your boss, somebody you don't know very well, you barely look at, speak to, go to lunch with? How many times have you set a boundary with a coworker and put them in their place when they absolutely needed to be and did not blink an eye? Said, that's not for me to do. Get somebody else to do it. Moving on with your day expeditiously. How many of you are going to block somebody? Block a man so fast his head will spin. Absolutely zero hesitation. Sir, goodbye. Good day. Good riddance. But let Big Mama call. Suddenly, you're 16 years old again, saying yes, ma'am, before you even know what you agreed to. We're going to talk about that today. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Dr. Tiff, your relationship transformation coach. I've spent the past 20 years working with high-achieving women just like you who are crushing it in every area of their lives, everywhere except their relationships. And look, I get it. Finding the one ain't easy, and relationships are hard. But you know what's even harder? Cycling through the bad ones, or worse, staying in relationships when you already know they're not a good fit. You want a relationship of ease, uncomplicated, someone to love you down, but instead you've been suffering through bad dates, sexual incompatibility, and someone who might be good for somebody, but not for you. And if we're really being honest, you know that deep down, the work that really needs to be done starts and ends with you. If you're done wasting time in dead-end relationships and sick of looking for, chasing after, or trying to convince somebody to be the one, and you're ready to become the one, then baby, you're in the right place. So prop your feet and let's clink glasses, because I'm giving you the tea and the tips to fix your relationships. Let's go. Welcome back to Fix Your Relationships. I am your host, Dr. Tiff. Real quick, before we get into any of it, I have a question for you guys. Have you signed up for the email list yet? I ask you guys to do that at the end of every episode. And I see the signups trickling in, but listen, I think that so many more of you are listening and not in the community. And I want you in the community. I want you to sign up for the email list. It's becometheone.myflowdesk.com/join the list. I know it's a lot. It's in the show notes. Okay. You can click it in the show notes. Becometheone.myflowdesk.com/join the list. Join our email list. You know what happened this week on the email list? Listen, I dropped something so amazing that if you had been on the email list, you would have gotten it. You would have picked up what I was laying down. If you've been just listening to the podcast and not on the list, you missed something major this week. Email subscribers got the first look at my book cover. They got to see it. I don't even think I've shown it to my mama, okay, before I showed it to the list. So it's such a treat. Such a lot of inside stuff is going to be going on. And on August 13th, that is next Thursday, actually, pre-orders will open for the book, but subscribers to the email list will get early access. So they're going to be able to get it before anybody else. So if you are not on the list yet, go to becometheone.myflowdesk.com/join the list right now. The link is in the show notes. Okay. Let's talk about Big Mama and them. I work with so many brilliant, accomplished, highly driven women who run departments, women who negotiate contracts, women who will tell a grown man exactly where he can go, no hesitation. And then I ask, well, how's it going with your mama and them, your auntie, Big Mama? And suddenly that confident, boundaried, I don't do that woman, she's gone and she's replaced by somebody who is once again organizing the family reunion, paying for the trips, hosting the Thanksgiving, taking off work to handle family business, and somehow the only one who ever has time to take Big Mama to her doctor's appointments. In a lot of communities, especially the Black community, we do not really have boundaries for our elders. We don't. Respect your elders got translated somewhere along the way into never have a need of your own in their presence. And I'm not here to disrespect that. Respect matters. Our elders matter. We need to honor and revere them. But however, respect and self-abandonment are not the same thing. And a lot of us have been confusing the two for a very long time. And here's what that confusion looks like. You are the one who gets called when something needs to be handled, not asked. Okay. You get called. You're called to do this. Like it's already been decided. You're the one who pays for things, who puts money up for things, who volunteers, not because you have the most money, but because you're the one who can't stand the silence after somebody says, I just don't know how we're going to get this done, how the roof going to get taken care of. And the silence is killing you. So you volunteer. You are the one that organizes everything. The family vacation, the group chat, it lives and dies by your energy. If you don't plan it, it doesn't happen. And here's the part that really gets me. You're rarely the one that gets poured back into. Nobody is checking for you. They're not checking on you the way you check on everybody else. Nobody's asking if you're okay. You show up every time for everybody, and somehow you are still the one explaining yourself when you can't make it to something. And I want you to notice how you said no to that coworker so easily. It's because there is no history pulling on you, no guilt. Okay. No, after everything I did for you, no fear of being called the one who's acting brand new. With family, all of that is loaded into every single request, which means saying no does not just feel like saying no. It feels like betrayal. It feels like ingratitude. It feels like you're the one breaking something sacred. And that's not really about the favor they're asking you for. It's about a role you've been playing ever since you were young enough that nobody asked you if you wanted to do it. Proverbs 4:23. I've given you guys this scripture many, many times, but I want to give it to you again today because it applies. Proverbs 4:23 says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything flows from it. I'm going to read that again. Proverbs 4:23, above all else, guard your heart, for everything flows from it. Above all else, not above all else except family, above all else. Guarding your heart with family does not mean loving them less. It means being honest about what you can actually give versus what you give because you're scared of what happens if you don't. Let's make this practical because somebody listening needs the actual language, needs the actual words. How am I going to tell my mama no? Okay. It can sound like this, sis. I love you, but I really can't take that on right now. And then leaving it at a period. That's the magic right there. Saying what you said and then not saying nothing else. Okay. You don't have to explain it away. Put a period on the end of that sentence, not 12 sentences of justification, no apology chore, just the truth said with love. It can also sound like this. I'm not able to organize this one. I'm going to have to sit this one out. I'd love to just show up and enjoy it like everyone else. And end it with a like that and nod your head. Smile at them when you say it. I love that for us. All right. It can also look like letting a call go to voicemail without a guilt spiral. It's okay to not answer a call. It's okay to call someone back when you're ready, when you have time, when you're mentally prepared to deal with the conversation. You have that right, sis. It can also look like not being the one who fixes the tension between two grown adults who are fully capable of having their own conversation. None of this is going to require a confrontation. It requires a decision and then the nerve to hold it even when somebody acts like you're wrong for having a boundary. Because when you have always been the yes, your no is going to sound loud at first. Loud does not mean wrong. It just means they are not used to hearing it yet. Now, if you want to go deeper on the boundary work, and I really hope that you do, I'm thinking that's why you stayed with me on this episode. We have some episodes on this that I want you to go back and listen to. Check out first episode 77. It's called Loving Them Without Losing You, Setting Boundaries for Christian Women. Then go on to 78, Soft Heart, Strong Backbone, which is one of my favorites because it's not just about saying no. It's about learning how to steward your own heart well. Then move on to episode 81, Be Still and Mind Your Business. Okay. It's for the woman who is busy fixing everybody else and has no energy left for herself. That one is going to hit different after our conversation today. Then move on to episode 82. That's from paragraphs to periods, how to say no without the guilt, because a lot of us know how to say no, but we just can't say it without writing a whole dissertation explaining ourselves first. And then last, episode 89 is prioritizing you, how to finally put yourself first. All 5 links are in the show notes. You can go binge them. Okay. Your family will still be there when you get back. Go binge them. And if you need extra help with this, and because I love you guys so much, I will make another playlist in Spotify. You know, I had the 90s playlist that we've been putting out all summer. It's a fantastic ride too, by the way. Look up the 90s playlist on Fix Your Relationships. It's a great playlist of the best of the 90s. But this playlist is all about boundaries. And so if you're interested, I'll put a link to the whole playlist in the show notes. That'll just be on Spotify, where all those episodes are ordered together. If you don't want to go to Spotify, you can get episode 77, 78, 81, 82, and 89 on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts, okay? Hey babes, taking a quick break to talk to you about the One Within 30-Day Reset, my one-of-a-kind guided journaling experience. If you are someone who is determined to improve your relationships in 2026, but also want to make sure that you don't neglect yourself in the process, I'd love to see you inside this program. I designed the One Within 30-Day Reset for women just like you, strong, hyper-independent, crushing it at work, living your dreams. But if we're really being honest, things are a little lacking in the love department. You know that there's probably some self-work that you need to do. Maybe you've been putting it off because you're not quite sure where to start. Well, that's where the One Within steps in. If you can spare just 5 to 10 minutes a day, I'll help you identify the patterns and triggers holding you back in your relationships, help you to set better boundaries and end the cycles of self-sabotage and missed red flags. I'll help you embrace the personal growth strategies necessary to stop making the same mistakes over and over again and to start calling in that love we both know you deserve. And remember, this is a guided experience. I'm not just handing out blank sheets of paper and telling you to scribble your hopes and dreams. Each day, I'm providing you with thought-provoking prompts designed to really tap into what's kept you feeling stuck in your relationships. In addition, you're going to get daily video messages from me, get full access to our private community, group coaching calls, bonuses, and so much more. If you're ready to sign up or just need more information, head on over to drtiffanyhenry.com/theonewithin. Now back to the show. All right, journals out, babe. If you're driving, come back to this when you are stationary and able to pick up your pen and paper, because this is important. This is important work. We do this every week. We write down these questions so that you can answer them honestly and truthfully and hopefully move the needle a little bit in what's going on with you, especially what's going on with Big Mama. Amen. All right. Question number 1. In your family, what is the role you've been playing and who decided you would play it? Are you the organizer? Are you the ATM? The peacemaker? The one who's good at handling things? Did anyone ever ask you if you wanted that job? That's my question. Did anybody ever actually open their mouth and say, hey, would you like to be the host of Thanksgiving every single year? Or did it just land in your lap and it was expected of you? Okay. Question number 2, where in your life are you the one who gives and gives and rarely the one who gets poured into? This doesn't have to be family either. This could be at work. This could be within your friendships, romantic relationships, workplace, church. Where is the gap in your life where you're giving and not getting anything in return? Question number 3, what is one boundary with family, with friends, with anyone that you have been too afraid to set? You didn't want to upset the apple cart, rock the boat, so you just keep doing something that you just don't want to do. Where's the boundary that you need to set? And what is the actual fear that you have underneath not setting it? All right. Those are your 3 questions for the week. And here's your one small shift. The one thing I want you to do this week, I want you to pick one place, just one, where you've been saying yes when you really know that you should be saying no. Does not have to be the biggest boundary. I'm not asking you to change the world here, but I need you to just practice the sentence, I love you, and I can't do that right now. I love you, but I need to take a break. I love you, but I don't have the bandwidth for this at the moment. And let it land. Let there be a period. Don't say anything else after that. No explanation required. No apology. No dissertation. Just the truth said with love. And notice how it feels to finally include yourself in that sentence, to take ownership of what you need and be unapologetic about it. You are allowed to be a devoted daughter, a loyal sister, a loving family member, and still have yourself, still have limits, still have a life that is not entirely consumed by making sure everybody else is okay. And this is not just a family episode. This is a you episode. Because if you are the one who gives endlessly and rarely gets poured into in your family, your friendships, your relationships at work, that is not three separate problems. That is one pattern showing up everywhere you go. You were not put here to be everybody's backup generator. You were put here to be loved, known, and poured into fully. Okay? Real quick before I let you go, a couple housekeeping things. If you are not on that email list, I'm telling you this. Y'all know when I tell you something and I keep telling you over and over again, it's because there's something coming. Okay? There's something coming and I don't want you to be left out. If you're not on the email list yet, get on it today. becometheone.myflowdesk.com/join the list. The link is in the show notes. Pre-orders for the book, Become the One, What If You Were Never the Problem? They open up on August 13th, next Thursday. Happens to be my birthday, y'all. So do me a solid, sign up for the list and get your pre-orders in August 13th. And subscribers, you'll be able to pre-order early. You'll get that link earlier than everyone else. Okay. And here's another thing. Okay. So the subscribers got this little tidbit too on Monday. I am looking for advanced reviewers. If you want to read the book before it officially launches in September, if you want to be an advanced reviewer of this book, sign up for the email. I sent that out this week too. Sign up at the link in the show notes. If you want to be an advanced reviewer, I would love to have you. We're only picking 5 people. It's a very, very brief form that you need to fill out. And depending on how many I get, I'm going to choose 5. I may choose more, but definitely 5 people that we want to select that are really, I would say the avatar for this book, who really connect with the energy of the book and who I believe will get something out of the book. It's for women who need 40 days of guided devotional time where they can really look at themselves and their relationships and understand that perhaps they were never the problem. So if you are interested in being a reviewer for the book, I would love to have you. Go ahead and click that link in the show notes as well. And yeah. So one more thing. I got so much going on, honey. Next week's episode drops on Thursday instead of Wednesday. I know. It is not normal. We usually rock on Wednesdays, but again, my birthday's on Thursday. The pre-orders for the book come out on Thursday. I wanted to do Thursday. So if you would do me a solid and show up on Thursday, just like you show up on Wednesday, I would love, love, love that. Just trust me, it will be worth the 24-hour wait. All right. I love you and I can't wait to see you next Thursday. Ciao. Hey, babe, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. My goal with this podcast is to bless you with information that helps you fix those relationships that are most important to you, but not before you do the self-work needed to make sure that those relationships thrive. If this episode was exactly what you needed, then guess what? Somebody else probably needs it too. So do me and them a favor. Please share this episode with your good girlfriend and let her know about the podcast. And while you're at it, hop on over to Apple Podcasts and leave a review. This really helps to grow the podcast and puts it right in front of other women who are desperate to work on their relationships and themselves. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to join our community of like-minded women all on a journey to become the one. You can sign up for free at becometheone.myflowdesk.com/email. I know that's a lot, so just go on over to the show notes and click that link there. Thanks again for listening to Fix Your Relationships with Dr. Tiff. I'll see you right back here next week.